Hey, what's up? This is Chosen, and this is going to be a Raid Shadow Legends video about the Forge Pass Season 7 revolving around the Bolster set. I thought it was worth a dedicated video because the Bolster set is an extremely strong set, and I want to break down exactly what you are getting if you do purchase the premium version, how I would personally value it, and which kind of spender or player that I think this is a good option to consider for the premium pass, and break down all the materials in it so that you have a full scope of the Forge Pass Season 7 Bolster set. Let's get into it. Alrighty, now first of all, before we get to the video, this is sponsored by factcheckingchosen.gg, and we have got a mistake that Chosen made in a previous video earlier today. I talked about this set, the Divine Life set, being the Bolster set because the damn icons are both a shield and they're the same color. So you know, early in the morning, I'm drinking my coffee, I'm working on a video, and I mixed up the damn set icons. I've never done that before, but a funny, stupid mistake. I apologize for that. It's funny because I was actually working on the video and I was like, oh my goodness, I need to like reassess these rankings. Why is the Bolster set so damn low? So then I go fix the tier list and start working on the video and all that, and the whole time the Bolster set was sitting right there in the S tier where it properly belongs. So you'll notice in the video I kind of slid this up. I was like, geez, did we really rank that low? So I moved it like all the way up, you know, around here or something, but I was like, gosh, I need to take a look at that. But anyway, the Bolster set is very strong, and it belongs in the S tier as it is an insane set for some of those tanky compositions, those defensive teams that are trying to go second in tag team arena and all that type of stuff. So you know, especially with the rise of some of those teams becoming more and more popular, moving a little bit more away from as craziness of only the speed meta, Bolster set fits in great with the game kind of transitioning to that phase. And I did mention this in the wrap-up video, you know, for like the weekly kickoff on Monday morning, but this is a perfectly standard Forge Pass, completely like we just saw. You'll see, I'll compare the two when I pull up on the spreadsheet, but just like the last Forge Pass Season 6 that we had for the Instinct set, this one is pretty par for the course. But one thing I do always want to mention in these videos is some people I've noticed get tricked a little bit by the level 50 reward over there on the right, and how that is kind of worded. It says, you know, level 50 reward, which is the end of it. You get to level 50 and then you get the full piece of the protected set. You actually don't get that for hitting level 50. You only get that as part of the gold pass. So you see on the bottom row right here, this is the level 50 reward only if you have the gold pass, which some people think it makes perfect sense, but some people I have seen get confused by that. So you're not going to get this full 6-piece legendary set unless you actually buy the premium pass for the $20, and then the bonus, or not the bonus, the $40 version over there is just extra levels. You don't get any sort of extra resources or anything. So if you're an active player, I would only go with the $19.99 version instead of that full $40 version. The only person that the $40 version would make sense for is for somebody who's a very high spender that isn't very active in the game or something like that, and they need that head start on some of the bonus levels. And you already know it would not be a Chosen Plays video without a spreadsheet or infographic. So there we go. We've got Bolster Forge Pass Season 7. And then down on the bottom, I've got a way to tab on over to the Instinct set. Now, you'll see that it is mostly exactly the same. You're getting the same like 3.5 million silver, 800 Magisteel, the exact same amount of crafting materials, the epics and legendaries, the charms and everything. It is mostly a copy and paste, just with a different set here with Bolster. But that actually does have an effect on it because I value the Bolster set a lot more than the Instinct set. The Instinct set is decent, it's good, but the Bolster set is one of those top 5, top 10 sets in the game. Which means when you see things right here, like the full 6-star legendary Bolster set and my value of it being $750, if I tab over to the Instinct set, you can see that exact same thing is only $5. So some of the stuff getting a little bit of a bump in terms of the gear pieces that you're getting and the crafting materials based on the Bolster set being a little bit more highly valued than the Instinct set, in my opinion. And on that note, keep in mind that this stuff is my opinion. You feel free to break down these different things and how much they're worth to you. I'm just going to talk about kind of what I would expect them to be if they were in like a pack from Plarium, and what I would personally be willing to spend. I'm usually pretty close to like that middling tier. You know, these days I'm not a whale. I'm not a free to play. I just kind of look for the best deals, and then I'm willing to spend on those sometimes. Which, as you can see right here, my value of the full 6-star legendary set being $750, that would never be a pack in game. Like a full 6-star legendary bolster set, if Plarium put it in a pack, it would probably be like $40. So, you know, but I would never pay that. So that's how the Chosen's value kind of comes into play here with me as being kind of a middling suspender on Raid for the last year or two. But when we add up all of these values that I've placed on these different rows, we actually get $34.25. And then my value on the Instinct set last season of the Forge Pass was $28.75. So I actually didn't buy the Instinct Forge Pass because I typically, you know, when I do some offer analysis, I like to go for the ones that are at least a 1.5x value. So if it costs $20 and I'm getting $28.75, that's not quite a 1.5x. But if I go over to the Bolster set, I am getting a 1.5x. So it kind of hits that tier where it's something I would consider buying. I'm going to mull it over today. I really like to be diligent about my spending on the games that I play. But I will be considering the Bolster Pass a lot more than I was considering the Instinct Pass. Also, because I tend to enjoy the tanky defensive teams a little bit more. So a set like the Bolster set is a lot more up my alley than a set like the Instinct set. And then also over on the far right, you'll see that I've got some just general notes to keep in mind. I've got the, and by the way, I will link to this down below. We're actually, you know, things are in flux right now. We're literally launching our new 2.0 website like today. So things are in flux right now. Usually I would be able to link you to a full post like breaking this down, but it's just kind of weird how things are flowing for the next 24 hours. But I will at least link to this infographic down below if you would like to pull it up on your end and see this full breakdown. But anyway, I've got a couple general notes over here on the right side, and you can see I've got where the Bolster set ranks up there in the S tier of the different artifact sets in Raid. And then we've got Bolster set, what it does: 4 pieces, protected 30% HP ally shield for 3 turns, healed by 10% every turn. You can see how insanely good that is for a tanky champion. And then we've also got, oh wait, I've got lines in here kind of messing things up. Let me unmerge, let me fix. Okay, boom. Okay, so we've got also purchasing the gold pass gives an extra 2250 epic material. You can see this represented just to the left of it, and 950 legendary material to forge up to 190 more bolster pieces. Then below that, that means that if you buy the premium version here of the Forge Pass, based on the, you know, most of the pieces that you craft are going to be trash, but I expect most people to get somewhere between 7 and 15 really solid bolster pieces, depending on your RNG and the charms you're spending and where your account kind of sits and what a good piece is to you and all of that. Somewhere in that realm, 7 to 20 really good bolster pieces that you'll actually keep and use on champions on your account. And then talking about the Bolster set is one of the best sets for helping tanky defensive type champions in the PvP arena. And also there is slightly more value acquisition in this pass for early accounts who have not progressed to efficient farming capabilities yet. So there you have it. And I will also, I will do a poll. I should have done it before I recorded this. I'm kind of thinking about this while I'm recording. I'm going to host a poll over on the community tab of the YouTube channel. And I'm going to ask where people are, or I'm going to ask if people are purchasing the Bolster Forge Pass Season 7 or not, and then I can maybe cross-reference that and compare it to some of the polling that we did for the Instinct set, and then we can always have these resources available every new Forge Pass, and we can kind of track how the community is feeling about different things. But definitely let me know down in the comment section if you're going to be buying it or not, and your thoughts, where you agree with me, where you disagree with me, and all of that. It's always fun to hear your perspectives. And yeah, remember to subscribe on your way out if you enjoy the daily Raid Shadow Legends content and the deep dive breakdowns like this one right here. Remember, I will link to the infographic down there if you want to pull it up. And as always, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day. Peace.